enough to chill my bones. It feels like I don't know you anymore.
Hey everyone, so I saw The Lodge. This movie has a really dark atmosphere, and it really plays on the elements and influences of other films just alike. My best friend Nohea actually made me realize that this movie was more of The Shining meets The Goodnight Mommy. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Goodnight Mommy, it comes from the same directors who actually made The Lodge, Veronica Franz and Severin Fiala. I really hope I didn't butcher those names. In a sense, there are similarities of issues between the mother and the children. Now, this movie got pushed back like 3 times in the last year, and I was just so excited to see it. I saw the trailers just a little bit way too much, and then I started to just overthink things, and I pieced together this and that, and I actually predicted what was going to happen. And I wish I didn't, because once I saw through one of the characters' bluff, I was like, I know where this is going. There were a few shocking, disturbing elements in this movie that just made me feel so unsettled, especially when the main character was in the snow. I just felt so cold watching her. Big round of applause for Riley Keough. She did a much better job than she did in It Comes at Night. Whether you sympathize with Grace or the kids, the tension is very high. The dread, the horror is just so consistent. You can actually see that expressed through the lodge itself. Some of the religious stuff is going to shake the core of your soul, but I think Hereditary takes the cake on that one. After that opening scene, I'm still a tad bit traumatized. And the burning log scene was great. I just wish they turned the fucked upness to 100. I also respect the message that this movie tried to come across, which was the mental health awareness, especially with the women in this movie. And also the way how the children, or even the father, how they treated our female characters, Alicia Silverstone and Riley Keough. The emotional distress and just feeling completely outside and uncomfortable, seeking one's validation of one's feelings. This was an interesting psychological horror drama. It's a slow burn with the traditional tropes that work. I just wanted more out of it. I wanted it to stand more on its own. But I enjoyed it enough. I even almost cried.